Welcome to User Overview, the Message Center. The Message Center is basically an internal email used to for communication purposes between all employees, office management. It's just an easy way of communicating rather than using a pinup board or your regular email. So it's located in the User Overview on the home page. And this example here says you have one new message. So the user Mark Preco has one new message, and it also displays right up here at the left hand corner underneath your logo, you have one new message. So I could click on that, and that would shoot me right into my Message Center inbox. Or from the home page, I also can click on where it says you have one new message. And let me just go back to that one more time. As you see, it says I have one new message, but then in parentheses next to it, it has 3. What that means is I have one new message that hasn't been read. However, I have 3 messages total in my inbox. So when I click on the link, the message that has not been read is bolded. So it says from Mark Preco, subject is punch in. All this is bolded. That means I have not read that message yet. The other 2 messages have been read, and that's why the from is not bolded. And as you see, also the second message here is kind of highlighted in a brownish red color. That means the whoever sent that checked the box urgent to bring more attention to my eyes, so I know I need to read that one first. So if it's tagged urgent, it'll be shaded that color. So the very first one that hasn't been read yet, let's click on that. I click on the view icon. Here it just says I forgot to punch in this morning. I got here at 9 a.m. So from here I could reply. I could forward this to another employee. I could archive it, save it. I could delete it, and I could just cancel any kind of message. And I also, for example, if I reply, as you see, it's going to go back to Mark Preco. And I'm going to say, I'll take care of it. If you notice right here, you see there's a, this is like our spell checker menu. From here you can bold, you can italicize, underline, you can change the font size. Pretty much anything you could do within Word, you can do here. Now this little ABC check mark right here, that's the spell checker. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to install, when you go to hit spell check, when I select this box, as you see the spell checker is popping up here. When you first start using Atom, when you check that box ABC, it's going to try to install the spell checker. So you want to go through those steps to install the default, and you're going to have to do that in every workstation in order for the spell checker to work. Another tip I'd like to give you is this menu right here, the spell checker menu as we call it. This will only display if you're using Internet Explorer 8.0 or higher. I guess you're going to have issues if you're using Google Chrome. This may not display. It may display for the first few messages that you send, but then you'll notice it'll flicker, and then this will disappear, and then you'll have difficulty sending a message at all. You'll have to log out and log back in. So if you're using Internet Explorer 7.0 or less, you're going to have issues. Or if you may be using some other web browser other than Internet Explorer. So the first thing I would do if you're using 7.0 Internet Explorer is first update to 8.0, and you won't have any issues here. But as I said, you won't have your spell checker won't here, and you will have issues sending messages. So just update to 8.0 and you should be all set. So from here I'm just going to hit send. It's going to send a message back, which I was the original sender. So as you see here now, I have one new message, and it's right there, and it just says I'll take care of it. So from here I can delete this. If I want to look at my sent messages, I just in the tab here, sent. Here's all the messages I've sent, and here's the recipients right there. If I want to view anything, I can click on it, and I'll be able to view what message was sent. If I want to compose a message, I'll go into my inbox, hit compose message, select who I'd like to have it sent to. And over on the left-hand side, these are the recipients. These are the actual employees that are active right now. On the right-hand side in this box, this is the titles: security groups, administrator, office manager, preparer, receptionist, senior preparer. If you select, say I want to send it to all my office managers, I don't have to select anything on the left-hand side. Just if I select the right-hand office managers, it'll go to all my office managers. So in this example, say Mark Preco is an administrator. I don't have to select Mark and the administrator. If I do that, it's going to go to Mark, plus it's going to go to everyone else listed as an administrator. So the right-hand side is just a quick way of sending a message to a specific security group. Say all your preparers you want to send it off to, and you don't have to hand pick them all on the left-hand side. This is what the right-hand side is used for. So if I want to uncheck that box, I'm going to have to hold the control key down and then select. If I want to select more than one recipient, I just hold the control key down and then select. And to go ahead and send a message, we'll just say test. I need to have a subject, and I can add an attachment. So I just browse, and I'll go ahead and select the document. I hit attach file. That's going to upload it into the message. It's always, whenever you send an attachment, it's always going to appear the left-hand column or the left-hand side at the top. And right there it is, attachment. If you want to change the name, if you select source from the menu up here, the menu bar, you see all this code, which I don't know exactly what that means, but right here I can see it says attachment. So I just carefully, I'll delete the words here, and then I'll add document. And I select source again, and now that was just changed to document. So if I want to move it down or I want to move it over, I believe I can tab. Maybe I can't. If I want to move it to the right, I just use my space bar, apparently. Or if I want to move it down and I want to type a message, test, and I hit send. And let's see what happens when I send that. So now again it's coming back to me. And well, that's interesting. It looks like it's an attachment as my test attachment, which this should be, yeah, one of my bills. So in this example, it looks like my message got sent also as an attachment because I was clicking on that part. So if you want to make sure, if you want to just type a message that's not related to the actual attachment, you just would make sure there's enough spaces in between the attachment and your message. But it's very simple to send messages back and forth between your employees. If I want to archive this, I'll just select archive. And now that's stored in my archived documents. If I want to view my archive, I just check the box, view archives. And there it is right there. And if I want to delete it, and again, I just hit delete. And that's all I have for the Message Center located in the user view, user overview. Thank you.